Hey! Welcome back to my channel, friends. Today is a swatch demo and review of the new Anastasia Prism palette. I can tell you right off the bat, this is my 4th time using it, and yes, it performs better than Subculture. Yes, all the shades work bomb together. There are 2 shades that are very dry and need a little love, some finesse. Other than that, I mean, the lime green shade for inner corner highlight is spectacular. You like that word, I know. And I wanted to use the cooler shades because I know that I could have done like a 3-in-1 video, but I didn't have time and I'm a little tired. So I wanted to use the cooler shades that looked silvery, cool in the palette, and if you have tan skin or in the tan spectrum like I am, wanted to know how those shades worked on the skin tone. Before we roll in, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's first roll into the swatches and then we'll roll into the demo. I'm very happy that I bought this palette in terms of blendability, color payoff, longevity, where they are all A check marks for me. I love how all the colors work together and you can really be creative in what looks you come up with. Cooler looks, warm looks, really coppery looks, really blue silvery ones, so you could go crazy. I'm also using the new Sugar Glow kit that launched with this holiday collection. I've used several times and I love the shades in here as well, so you will see that in action later on. Let's get to swatching. Lucid, Eden, Unity, Sphinx, Osiris, Sphere, Obsidian, Dimension, Parallel, Pyramid, Throne. I mean, come on. Saturn, Eternal, and lastly, Lore. Here they are. Also, one of the critiques about this palette, that Obsidian was it was a weak black. So I also have NARS, which is Anastasia's single black eyeshadow, and I wanted to compare that, so I'll swatch on my other arm just so you can see the difference. Obsidian from the palette, NARS from the single. I mean, whoa. I really think NARS has just a little more pigment and it's a little more black than Obsidian from the palette. If you have a favorite black that you want to use, and if you wanted to build it up more than what Obsidian could do on its own, then that's probably the only warning that I have in buying this palette if you haven't bought it and if you were thinking about doing so. Throne is like majestic. I love that shade. Saturn is a beautiful crease shade that you could buff out with Eden, and you can do a ton of looks with these shadows. Knock yourself out. If you have it already, let me know what your favorites are, and I don't want to keep you, so if you want to see how we got the eye look, then keep on watching. Alrighty. A warning, it is rush hour on a Friday afternoon. I am sitting in front of Maddie's bathroom window. Traffic is a mess, so the background humming buzz noise that you are hearing is that. Thanks for understanding. I've already prepped my lids with NARS's Soft Matte Concealer in Ginger. Pat that down with some Laura Mercier loose powder. And let's get into this, baby. I wanted to do like a 3-in-1, but I have to be very honest. I'm a little tired. Oh, poor you. And I thought, let me at least do one look that I will not normally gravitate towards. So I'll do a cool tone look and not use as many of the warm shades, just so you guys could see how versatile it is. In terms of my skin color, and if you do have a similar shade, you can kind of gauge the value of the palette in terms of shades that you know that are going to work, which are the warmer shades, and ones that you're like, I don't know, like that mauvey rose shade. So that's the one that we're going to apply. I could tell you right now that Eden is gorgeous, Saturn is gorgeous. I've applied those two with Parallel for a warm look, with Pyramid and Sphinx. So today we're going to start in with Lure. I'll build Lure into my crease and I'll use a Morphe N505 brush. And yes, it's not as dusty, fallout-y, kickbacky as Subculture. I like Subculture. I didn't have huge problems with it. I could understand if, you know, you want your eyeshadow process to be effortless and you don't want to have to worry about applying like a little bit or not enough. You just want to apply right without any issues, and I get it. But this definitely has a smoother consistency and texture, more so than Subculture. And I didn't clean my brush enough because I'm seeing a little bit of the red that I had from my Juvia's Place demo. Oops. That's fine. That's going to be covered. But I just wanted you to see the shade that Lure has, or leaves on my skin rather. It's really quite lovely. It's mauve and it looks cool in the pan, but it actually shows up pretty neutral on the skin, and you can really build this up to a nice saturation. And I'm doing just that. I go in like 2-3 times with the shadow, because on my skin tone it's not going to show up as mauve. On a skin tone that's maybe medium and lighter, it'll show up more. But all you need to do is just build up the color if you're like a tan shade like me. Now we could do one of two things. We could apply Parallel, which is the brown shade, or go right in with Obsidian. I think I'm gonna go with Parallel first, so I'm gonna tap some of that in with a Luxie 231. I'm gonna start on the outer edges of my lid. And remember to have your original blending brush on hand, because it's helpful to use it when blending out the edges when you start applying the deeper shades. Same Luxie brush, now with Obsidian. Starting on the lash line, and then we slowly bring it in to the brown shade. Oh, for heaven's sake. I just realized I left the TV on, so if up until this point you hear strange background people talking, that was the TV. With my Zoeva 234, which is a lot of stuff on these bristles. Going in with Dimension, and I'm going to apply this with a little bit of Fix Plus as well, because I want this color to pop. I'll show how it applies dry first. That's Dimension dry. Not too bad, yeah? It's a beautiful shade. But when it's wet, there we go. It has like pink sparkles in there. It's really nice. And with the Lure shade, I think it makes for a lovely combination. With the same shader brush, now with Osiris, I want to apply that on the border between Dimension and Obsidian, because the Dimension has a little bit of blue in it, and with the depth from Osiris, I think will make for a really nice transition. I'm also wetting that shade, and then like I said, right on that juncture. I'm applying Osiris on my finger, then back to my lid, because I need a little more punch from that shade, and I think that's what's going to give it to us. And I'll also go in with my 231 from Luxie, just here on my crease to brush away any shimmer that's hanging out in my crease and make that appear more smooth. For my inner corner, I would like to use Sphere, which is this matte lime green shade, which I've used before. I feel it makes for a really great inner corner highlight just because of that lime green hue. I will use it for that and also to buff out the crease, just to add a little more lime green to whatever other neutral you applied on your crease before. I'm gonna take it with a pencil brush and you're gonna see what a really nice highlighting effect it has. You just brush it into the crease shade. And I love how that looks. It just brightens up the eye, but not using a conventional neutral shade, even a shimmer one. Now that we've done our lids, I'm just taking some makeup remover and swiping away any fallout that occurred. I'm gonna apply the rest of my face makeup and I'll be right back. Ooh, I had a moment of panic. I didn't realize how tan I was over the summertime. I applied my NARS in Cadiz medium dark and I was like, ooh, that's not my shade right now. So the Shape Tape saved me a little bit so I don't look too like deep orange. And I was like, man, I gotta not use that stick anymore or combine it with another shade that's a tinge lighter so I'm a little crazy. Going in with some Urban Decay bronzer and bronze. I forgot how much I love this bronzer. It's like a good shade. It's a good shade. Lower lash line time. Back in with Lure, Parallel, and Obsidian. Just all, you know, at once, maybe separate. That'll be better. I'm using the brush that came in the palette, and I think this shader side is a great brush for the lower lash line. So we're gonna go into Lure first, parallel to the outer edge, with a smaller smudger brush in with Obsidian, right into that lash line. And I'm connecting it here too, where we applied that shade to the outer V of the lid, just so it could look or come into a point. And I've been doing this a lot. I love punching shimmer shades to the center of my lash line. So I'm gonna take my pencil brush that still has Sphere on it. I'm going to brush that off, go in with Dimension, that like duochrome lavender shade we have on the majority of our lid. Hit it with some Max Fix Plus, punch it in. If you want, you can go in with Parallel. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or maybe I'm gonna go in with Pyramid instead. Same pencil brush, Max Fix Plus. And I know it just came out of nowhere, but I'm applying that to the inner part of my lower lash line. Using my pinky with Sphere, applying a little more to my inner corner. I love Sphere as an inner corner highlight. I mean, look how great that highlights the area, but without being like a typical champagne shimmer or even like a very, very light matte beige. Eyes are done for the most part. I just want to, a little bit of Lure. I'm taking another crease brush. This is the Y17 from Morphe's Gilded Collection, and I want to pull this out a little bit more, just so it kind of melts into the temple. I could use Unity. Let me see. I'll see how that shows up on my brow bone for a highlight. No, that's too dark. I'm gonna take Lucid instead. This is a Dose of Colors concealer brush. Little bit of Lucid, just to the very tops. Applying just a little bit of blush, the plummier shade. I didn't get the new blush kits that launched with this holiday collection because Temptalia, my girl that I trust, who I trust, I should say, gave it such a low grade. I was like, whoa, I'm seeing F's and D's. Whoa. So I was like, if Christine did not think it a good quality, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Which I'm kind of happy about because I have like 3 of Anastasia's blush trios, and I feel like I have my blush fill already with that. So very happy with the eyeshadow palette. Very happy with the glow kit. Where is she? Very happy with this. So just the eyeshadow palette and the glow kit from the holiday collection, I'm good with. I'm good. My favorite combo is to combine marshmallow and butterscotch together. Butterscotch has a little bit of shimmer, like glitter specks in it, so if you're not into that, just be careful. Spritz to set. For lips, applying Too Faced Chocolate Melted Liquid Lipstick in Chocolate Honey. Oh, can't forget the mascara. And that's the finished look. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this demo using Anastasia Beverly Hills' new eyeshadow palette. I think it is definitely better than Subculture in terms of ease of use. You don't have to worry about applying too much. It will blend out smoother and easier than the mattes from Subculture. Although I will definitely go in with the matte green shades from that palette and apply Throne. I think is probably the best shade out of the entire selection of colors in here. I wore it 2 days ago and it stayed emerald green for over 8 hours. I was stunned. If you want to see a look using Throne and the matte shades from Subculture, let me know down below. Otherwise, I love Sphere on the inner corner, and Dimension is gorgeous. Just like that lavender pinky duochrome hue it takes on, and combined with not only Obsidian but Osiris, I think, and let me see, Eternal are probably the weaker shades in here. Eternal is very dry, and I think is better designed as a topper, maybe over the other goldy coppery metallic shades in here. And Osiris, you definitely need to pack on, and I found better results using my finger than using a brush. Let me know if you have Prism, what your favorite colors are. If you don't have it, if you're thinking about buying it, if you're not gonna buy it, we'll discuss down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here next time with another tutorial demo, get ready with me, or chit chat. Thank you, friends, and I'll see you again soon.